so I'm here to talk about consistency and change today in this video. I've struggled a lot with trying to change my life for the better. Of course, why would we want to change it for the worse? If you are consistent, you will change, and that can be for the worse. So if you're consistent with negative behaviours and actions, then of course that can lead to the life that you don't want. And if you're consistent with good behaviours and actions, then that can lead to more of the life that you want, and more of the happiness and the joy and the energy and the rewards that we're seeking, that we're constantly looking at upgrades. So just think of a time when you've been stuck in life, when things haven't gone as well as they could have been. Like, could it be a relationship? It could be a job, your friends, family situation. It could be any number of things, but it's chances are you've maybe not been as committed to it as you think you have. Maybe for whatever reason your mental health has suffered due to a number of setbacks or negative self-talks, negative limiting beliefs. It could be a number of things. But you have to remember that, like, in order to get what we want, and to get the exam result, to get the six-pack, to get the job, to get the girlfriend, the boyfriend, whatever it is you're looking for, the relationship, the healthy relationship that you desire, you've probably not prioritized it. So we need to prioritize these things. Like, if I want to get fitter, for example, I need to prioritize working out, sleeping, eating right, lots of water, doing the actions necessary to push my muscles, push my body daily, and to supplement my body with the correct nutrition. And if I don't do those things, then I'm not going to get what I want. So that's just one instance. Obviously, there's caveats to all of this as well. I mean, when it comes to relationships, certainly it's like, of course, you can be in a toxic relationship, and that can be no fault of your own. So, of course, you don't just keep pushing endlessly. Of course, if someone's not treating you properly, then it's probably time to leave if they're not going to change. If that's a toxic or abusive relationship, of course, yeah, you don't just keep carrying on with that. But then often, if we're looking for change, we must look within. Think of a time when we had success. Why was that? Most likely because we actively worked at being good at the thing. Our relationship with our partner, our family, our friends, or our career, we aced an exam, we passed a driving test, the list can go on. Consciously, you have to make a choice to work on our health, our relationships, our minds, our careers. And if we prioritize these things, then we will get the desired outcome, I think. The problem often arises when we commit to the action only to get to the result. I want this job because I want to make £100,000 a year. I want a six-pack. I want a six-pack. Right. But what about the days that you don't feel like working out? What about the days that you don't have the energy? What about the days when you're tired and you still need to stay consistent? You still need to work out 3 or 4 times a week like you committed yourself to? What about when we achieve the goal? You get the six-pack, you get the job, you get the relationship, you get the house, you get the career, you get the travel, the freedom, the enjoyment. What happens then? If you're only doing it for the outcome, then the process of doing it, the beauty, the sheer simplicity of doing is the joy and the benefits that you reap from that are perceived as nil. Like, they are only there to serve the end goal. I want an Oscar, so therefore I'm going to an acting class. Shouldn't the goal be, I want to enjoy acting, I want to enjoy creating, I want to enjoy this building characters and working on scenes with and being a teammate and working towards something greater? The 100,000 in a job, you do all the tasks to fulfill that 100,000, but you're actually happy. Do you actually want those things? You're only being consistent because you want the end goal? Well, that's not enough. Clearly it's not enough. There has to be another reason. Why do we do the things we do? Why do we keep seeking out the behaviours in order to get what we want? The goal shouldn't be about worrying about the body and all that, because that will come in time. If you're wanting to build a body and get a six-pack, cram on the muscle, you're going to have to go through the hard days as well, where you don't feel like doing it, and you don't feel like applying for jobs, and you don't feel like calling anyone, you don't feel like spending time with your friends or family, but you need to in order to keep that thing growing, otherwise it will die. You need to enjoy the process of doing those things simply and really be in the moment. So if you keep doing what you always done, you'll keep getting what you've always got. And I mean, that's a cliched saying probably, right? But it's pretty true, I think. And you know, the change that you want is in your control, and it's in my control in life as well. We just have to make sure that we're prioritizing the right behaviors in order to get us close to success in all those areas. So, big thing, you have to ask ourselves why. And I've asked myself why. Why am I doing this? Why am I an actor? Why am I on YouTube? Why? Like, because I enjoy creating it. It's simply for those reasons. If I'm making income out of it, great. That's fantastic. That would be amazing. But that's not the main goal for me. The main goal for me is to create and enjoy creating and enjoy sharing my experience and enjoy sharing my values, because I have a lot to offer and a lot that hopefully people can glean from my own personal struggles and experience and learn from that. It's important to write down why and why it's important to you. So once you've worked out why, I would then make a plan that you can do actively to achieve the results that you want to see in any area of your life. So things will change, and the more you do the thing, like the more practice we get at something, the better we get, and then the more patient and supportive. And supportive is usually a word that you use to support someone else, but supportive to ourselves. If we don't do these things, then like our relationships around us will probably suffer as well. And that's just simply because, like, you know, you're not looking after yourself. So if you're not looking after yourself, then how can you be there for someone else? So yeah, it's important to look after number one. Like, and that doesn't mean be selfish in a negative way. It means like you've got to be happy with your life and what you're doing and what you're doing with your time here. And that is just one example, of course, that it can improve relationships, family and friends as well, if you're looking after yourself and, you know, you feel alive and energized and charged and ready to go. Try it yourself, write down a goal, write down something you want to improve, write down something your outcome. And of course, it's not the outcome we're looking for, it's the change in the habits, okay? So try it for 30 days even and see how you get on. Write down something you want to improve at, challenge yourself to see if you can change and positively impact the area you want to change in 30 days by using, for example, even a habit tracker. So a quick template, you can even write down on paper, Monday to Sunday, running 30 minutes, reading 30 minutes, ate less sugar today, drank 3 litres of water, whatever it is, and then you can put a little tick next to it and you can just keep checking your scores every week on week and see if you're improving. Did you work out 3 days, 4 days this week, whatever you're doing? So yeah, those things, that having a habit tracker to keep you on top of things is definitely beneficial, because you will see it. And if you have it somewhere, you see it daily, maybe on your fridge door or in your office or study, wherever you get, when you get up in the morning, if you see those things, you will want to improve, because it becomes like a game. And when it becomes like a game, it becomes more fun. And you know, and you don't want to break the chain of the habit. Say you've done 10 days in a row of something, you don't want to break that. Go on, try it yourself. Make an actionable plan. Just do it. Hi, thanks for watching my video. Please comment, like, subscribe, help the algorithm. Thank you so much.